Hello, I hope you're enjoying this workshop, and I hope that the tips and tools that I'm giving in this workshop are good enough for you to apply these techniques in your own home, in your own body, in your own mind, and in the family and with friends, so that this becomes a healing process for you and for the many that you work with, even for your clients. If you are in business, you can put a diffuser, for instance, in your office and give it to try to your colleagues so that they can also benefit from essential oils and the healing possibilities with essential oils. Today, what I wanted to show you is how to use a diffuser. Many of you know that diffusion of essential oils is one of the best techniques to actually benefit from the properties of essential oils, and one of them with diffusion is actually one of the most direct ways to affect the brain through the olfactory system. And basically anything that we inhale connects directly to the brain through the nose, of course, and basically a diffuser diffuses molecules of the oils. It mixes with water, and because the water doesn't mix with essential oils, then it diffuses the molecules. I don't know exactly how to explain how the mechanism of each diffuser works, but they all work in a similar way. They all have something like a dot or a mark that says maximum height of the water, and then they have a membrane. And this membrane, which is in the center of the diffuser, is what diffuses the molecules of the essential oil. And basically what you need to do is, if you have one, and if you know how to use it, then please let me know how else you use it if I'm saying something that is not perhaps totally accurate. But they all work in the same similar way. You basically put water that you get from any tap. Be careful not to have so much calcium in the water so that it doesn't stay inside and makes it more difficult for the diffusion to happen and requires more cleaning. If there is any problem with calc or calcarium, basically what you need to do is to leave the diffuser to soak in about 6 to 8 hours, better from one day to the other, in vinegar. So normal, like alcoholic vinegar or just normal vinegar would do, so that it releases this calcium that gets deposited at the bottom of the diffuser. So you just put some water in the diffuser, and diffusion is great. I mean, it's one of the ways that I believe it's the easiest to use essential oils. You can do this if you want to clean the air of your room, for instance. Lemon essential oil, for instance, is very, very good and effective for cleaning the air, and I really highly recommend that you use this when you are dealing with sickness, sick children, or if you work in a school, that you diffuse lemon essential oil so it kills the bacteria in the room, and it gives this fresh air smell, and it basically clears everything. Or peppermint in order to clear your room from smells. If you have old rooms, or if you have old family members that have that kind of really, really smell in the carpets and all around the wallpapers, peppermint essential oil clears. It's like it kills the bacteria from the smell, sort of speaking, and so it gives this really nice atmosphere. And for instance, if you want to diffuse in order to be more focused, I would use, for instance, things like patchouli or vetiver. They really calm the body, they ground the body, and then it enables the body and the mind and the spirit to really be focused on what you're doing. For instance, if you want more spiritual qualities, I would use sandalwood or frankincense, which are essential oils that give this kind of uplifting spiritual focus, sort of speaking. And so there's many different ways. Or if you have a cold, if you have respiratory system problems, then you use something like peppermint, and otherwise you use eucalyptus or a blend of this sort of essential oils that actually work a lot with the breathing and clearing the channels and pumping good air to the lungs. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some essential oils. I have several here, and for instance, vetiver, it's one of the ones that I was speaking about. Another one that I have here is frankincense, sandalwood. I have many, but I wanted to put some lemon, because lemon, it's such a powerful, uplifting essential oil that works in so many different ways and allows us to, just breathe in this freshness of Italy grown citruses. Lemon is such a quality essential oil, and the essential oil of lemon actually comes, and most citruses comes from the peel. It's where the oil is stored. It's not actually inside the fruit. So lemon and vetiver. Vetiver is so powerful. It's so thick, and it has this rooty smell. And once you put it in, it just brings that sense of rootness. It's not maybe an English word, but the sense that you feel like a root. You feel like grounded in the soil. You feel your feet and your whole body kind of melting into whatever is under your feet. And so this is what I'm going to put. This is actually quite thick essential oil, so it doesn't come out very well, although it's quite full. Let's see if any drops will come out easily. Sometimes I have to tap the essential oil. Let's see, it's coming out. Oh, it's coming out. Yes, wonderful. So as you see, it's really like a very thick consistency. It's a bit like sandalwood, or yeah, I think sandalwood is one of the ones that is very, very thick as well. And lemon, it's basically just normal lemon. Some people ask me about quantities. I always recommend that when you take topically and internally essential oils, you use just 1 drop to start with, at least. When you use a diffuser, you can basically use 2 to 3 drops of each oil. Depends on how much water you put. Like now I didn't put much because I will have to leave soon, so I don't waste the water with the goodness of the essential oil. But if you put it on top, then I would say 4 to 5 drops in total, or a bit more, but never more than 10, because it gets really, really strong. I have, for instance, a blend called On Guard, which is for boosting the immune system. This is another way, a very good way to diffuse or get the benefits from diffusing essential oils, is by diffusing them so that you breathe them in and strengthens the immune system. And it's really hard on the eyes, and if I put too much, my eyes get very, very sensitive, and I have to use less. So this diffuser is like this. There's many different diffusers, but this is the one that I like the most. It's quite beautiful and works in this way. Then I plug it in a normal plug, and then I press the button, and then, as you see, the diffuser starts diffusing the molecules of the oil. This basically uses cold water, and many diffusers are those beautiful, cute candle diffusers where you put the essential oil on top and then you burn it. Basically, that turns the essential oil into a toxic thing. Basically, it actually burns. It doesn't really diffuse. It doesn't really allow the molecules to diffuse themselves in order for you to breathe in what is good from the essential oil. Then you just breathe in toxicity and burned oil, basically. And so diffusion is the best way that I know how to use essential oils, and the quickest way. I have a box here of another one which it's amazing, that I use for my car, and it's one that uses USB, so you can use it on your computer, on your car, anywhere that you go. There's many different kind of diffusers. So I hope these tips gave you a bit of a sense of how to use a diffuser. But if you have any questions, please ask me. Thank you.